Something I have noticed between myself and my friends that run businesses in high school is we have trouble balancing the two, balancing getting good grades, having good business work, all in all, being able to succeed in both areas. Now, some of my friends are great at this, and I have others that are terrible, like me. And so I'm going to tell you today how I'm going to balance work and school. Before I get into this video, check out the top link in the description and also join my free Discord. This fall, I fell off. I was going to try to wake up at like 5 a.m. and get my work done. I was going to do all of this hard business work, even though I was not prepared at all. I ended up falling off and I didn't upload anything for like over a month or two. I don't exactly remember how long it was. This lasted up until December, and honestly, I felt like really bad. I felt really down, and I didn't like what where I was going and like what path I was taking because I would just get home and I would scroll. I'd be like, "Oh, school has really been mentally tough on me lately. Like I need to scroll a little bit." That was cope. It wasn't up until December where I actually started putting in some work and I started doing these daily uploads. Now I feel a lot better. Like I feel fulfilled. I don't feel down anymore, and I'm feeling really good about myself. I've been getting good work done too. Now it has been Christmas break, so I do need to prepare. Like this is why I'm preparing for the school year, because school actually starts when I'm recording this. School starts tomorrow. So I am mentally preparing. I'm going to try to wake up at like 5 a.m. again. And so I'm going to tell you like what I am exactly going to do to maintain this schedule. So, like I said before, the first thing I'm going to do is wake up at 5 a.m. The reason is I am very busy. Like I am an athlete. I do music at my school, so I have a lot of events going on. And so after school, I'm I don't get home until like 2 hours after school like it's out because of swim practice, and sometimes I have swim meets. It's hard for me to get home and do the work instead. So what I have to do is I'm gonna have to wake up at like 5 a.m. Gonna get like an hour or two of deep work in, so that way I can maintain these daily uploads. I can maintain the work ethic I've built up. That's the first step I'm going to do. And also it's gonna feel good. It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be fulfilling. I also might what I might do is like first 30 minutes of waking up, do like Bible study or something. I don't know exactly, but like I want to keep my faith strong. I don't know exactly what I'll do at 5 a.m., but that is what I'm just going to wake up at 5 a.m., work, read, whatever it is that needs to be done. It's going to be a W. Like I'm going to really, I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this new schedule. So the second thing I want to talk about is getting homework done. This is something I really struggled with first semester, was actually getting school work done. And I ended up getting them all done, but I would procrastinate heavily, and then I would maybe not get the best grade I could have gotten. So what I'm going to do to fix that is getting work done during school. So I would imagine most of you guys have at least one free period where you don't have a class. And unless you're like younger or something, but like I'm a senior, so my schedule is a little bit easier than others. Basically, I had this free period first semester and I did not take advantage of it at all. So I would just screw around, I would scroll on social media, and it was a mistake because then I had to worry about that work and I couldn't get videos out. I couldn't edit and I couldn't do what I want to do. So if you can get the schoolwork done during class, during the school day, that is ideal. That's what you want to do. And you might not be able to get all of it done, but if you can get a good chunk out of your schoolwork done, that is great, bro. Like that, you want to do that because then you don't have to worry about it. And then you can work on business, you can work on working out, whatever you want to do. And so, what I'm going to do is during the school days, I'm going to delete social media, and that way I'm not distracted. That way I cannot scroll, because this was a big problem. This was the biggest problem of first semester, was scrolling. And over winter break, I've fixed it. I haven't been scrolling near as much. Like, I'm not perfect. I've scrolled a little bit. I've had a few doom scrolling sessions. I'm not perfect, but I'm a lot better than I used to be. Take advantage of this. Take advantage of your free period, bro. And honestly, if you want to work on your business during that free period, go for it. Absolutely, bro. Like, that's also a good idea. If you want to do that instead and then work on homework at home, by all means, go for it. I could never do that. That's just not how my brain works. But if you want to do that, by all means, go for it. So the next thing is saying no to distractions. So this is a big problem I had during first semester. Is obviously, I said I was a big scroller, and that was a huge distraction in my life. So what I did was I deleted social media for a while, just kind of took a step back and fixed the problem. There's also other distractions: video games, hanging out with friends, sometimes even working out. So video games are not a problem for me anymore. My little brothers have made me play a little bit of Madden. That's it. The big problem I've had before is hanging out with friends too much. So this wasn't during school, but over summer, I remember wanting to do work, but I still wanted to hang out with friends. And so one day I like went out and played tennis with my friends up until like 11 o'clock or something. And I remember driving home and thinking like, I like my friends, bro, but I need to get work done. Like, I felt so guilty for not getting the work done when I knew I should have been. This was obviously during the summer, but it's also happened during the school year. So there's times where friends asked me to go work out with them, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not? And deep down, I knew I need to get work done. You got to say no sometimes. Like, I'm not saying I'm not saying like never hang out with your friends. I think socializing is a great thing. I love socializing. Sometimes you're gonna have to say no. Like, for instance, I'm starting to fall a little bit behind on work. So like, I mean, like, I'm still maintaining daily uploads, and I'm getting back on track today. I could say like, oh, I'm gonna go work out with my friends. I can't do that. Like, I have to get ahead on this work so I can be prepared for the new semester. Just say no sometimes. Like, that's the big thing. Just say no. You don't have to say no all the time, but if you need to get work done, you need to say no. And that brings us to the last thing, which is get ahead in work. So, as you know, I do daily uploads. I don't record one video a day, edit it, then upload. So what I do is I batch record. I batch like 4 or 5 videos in one day. I edit them, then I put them up. So I'm ahead of the game. Like, I'm recording this video. You won't see it until like, you won't see it for a few days. It's like Monday. You probably won't see it until like Wednesday or Thursday. So if you can get ahead in work, that is a good situation to be in, because you don't have to stress as much if you have to get homework done. You don't have to stress as much if you are busy that day. Like, there's been days where I do not have time to work. I'm busy all day, but I still get a video up because I'm ahead of the game. You need to do this as well. I don't know what business you're running, but if you can get ahead in some way, whether that's video editing, whether that's, I don't really know anything about drop shipping, but like whatever business you're doing, try to get ahead in some way. So that way you can focus on studies, you can go out with friends sometimes, and do fun things as well. Because at the end of the day, entrepreneurship is a great path, and it's a hard path, but you also have to enjoy life a little bit. Like, if you're just delaying gratification, but you never get the gratification, what's the point? So take this with a grain of salt. Like, don't go out and party or anything. Don't be stupid. That's basically how I'm going to be the most productive I can and balance my work and school. So I hope I helped you, and I hope I can keep myself accountable as well, because I'm not perfect. So thank you for watching, bro, and I'll see you in the next one.